Let's be honest, we've all done it. You're scrolling, looking for that one video, the one big speech that finally is going to get you off this couch. It feels like you're being productive, right? But as a professional organizer, I see this all the time. It's maybe the biggest roadblock to actually getting anything done. It's this endless, exhausting hunt for motivation. You find a great one and you feel this rush of energy. You think, this is it, this is the moment. You're ready to conquer the cluttered garage, the closet that's overflowing, whatever it is. But then a few hours go by and where are you? Back on the couch, the energy is gone and the mess is still there. And you know what? It almost looks like a little bigger than it did before. You're caught in what I call the motivation trap. It's a cycle that tricks your brain into feeling like you're making progress when all you're really doing is watching someone else talk about their progress. So, what if the secret to getting that real, lasting momentum wasn't in another video at all? What if it had nothing to do with willpower or waiting for the right mood? The secret is one simple organizing action you can take in the next 5 minutes. An action so small it feels almost silly, but so powerful it can create more real momentum than 100 hours of watching content. And let's be honest, we've all fallen for it. The promise of motivational content is so powerful. It's a shortcut to that feeling we all want. Driven, focused, in control. And for a minute it works. You get that shot of dopamine and you feel like you can do anything. But it's a temporary high. The real problem is that the cycle trains you to be a passive observer in your own life. You learn to wait for some spark from the outside before you can actually take action. Think about it. How many hours have you spent watching videos about organizing compared to the hours you've actually spent organizing? And for a lot of us, that balance is way off. And this is where it gets kind of dangerous. You start to feel stuck. You start to believe that you're just someone who lacks motivation, like it's a part of your personality. That's a real trap. It convinces you that the solution is always out there somewhere, in the next video, the next podcast, anywhere but inside of you right now. But here's a secret I've discovered, not just in my own life, but with my clients. Motivation isn't something you find, it's something you create. It's not the cause of an action, it's the effect of action. It's the reward your brain gives you after you've already started. You don't get motivated to clean the kitchen. You start cleaning the kitchen, and as you see the counters cleaning up, then you get the motivation to finish. So, what's the alternative? How do we break the cycle of passive watching and start a new cycle of active doing? Well, that simple organizing action I mentioned, I call it the first domino action. It's about finding the single smallest, easiest first step of a bigger task. It's not about tackling the whole thing. It's about finding that first, almost laughable small piece of the project and just flicking it over. And this isn't just a nice little mind trick. There's actually some powerful psychology behind it. It's something called the Zeigarnik Effect. It was discovered back in the 1920s by a psychologist who noticed something fascinating about the waiters in a busy cafe. They could remember these huge, complicated orders perfectly, but the second the bill was paid, they instantly forgot everything. And that led to a powerful insight. Our brains are basically wired to remember unfinished tasks way better than finished ones. When you start something, your brain creates this task tension. It's like opening a new tab in your web browser. That tab just stays open, nagging at you until you go back and close it by finishing the task. And you know that feeling, right? That unanswered email or a half-finished project that just lives in the back of your mind? That's the Zeigarnik Effect. And the motivation trap keeps you from ever even opening the tab. The first domino action is about deliberately opening it. And by doing one tiny thing, you create that little bit of tension. Your brain now has an open loop and wants to close. And that creates the real internal motivation to keep going. So, how do we actually do this? It's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, identify your first domino. This is the most important part. You have to shrink the starting action until it is so easy that it's impossible to talk to yourself out of it. We're not talking about clean the garage, not even organize one shelf. We're talking about the absolute first physical thing you would do. Let's say your garage is just a total chaos. Your first domino might be to just walk in there and take one empty box to the recycling bin. That's it. That's the first domino. Let's try with other areas my clients struggle with most. For small spaces, for example. Your living room feels cramped and decluttering feels huge. Don't even think about sorting the bookshelf. Your first domino is to pick up the 3 magazines on the coffee table and put them in the recycling. Just that. For real families, for example, the playroom looks like a toy store just exploded. The idea of sorting it all is just exhausting. Your first domino isn't organize the Legos. Your first domino is to find one piece of trash, a wrapper, an old drawing, and throw it away. One. The key is to define an action that takes less than 2 minutes, sometimes even 2 seconds. The goal here isn't progress, it's just about to start. Step number 2 is commit to just 2 minutes. Once you have your domino, you just commit to doing that one thing. And what you find so often is that then something shifts. After you assemble that one box, making a second one feel kind of natural. After you throw away that one piece of trash, grabbing another one seems easy. The Zeigarnik Effect kicks in and your brain starts to want to close that loop. But even if it doesn't, you still won. You took the action, you broke the pattern of just sitting there. And tomorrow you can flick over another domino. And step number 3 is contrast the feeling and shift your identity. After you do your first domino action, just stop for 10 seconds. Notice how you feel. You took one box to the recycling and you have a real, tangible proof that you can take action. Now compare this feeling, that small, real sense of accomplishment, to how you feel after watching 30 minutes of videos. One is a fake sense of progress, the other one is real, even if it's small and it came from you. And this is where the real magic happens. This isn't just about getting things done. It's about changing how you see yourself. Every time you choose a first domino action instead of another video, you're casting a vote for a new identity. You're shifting from being a person who needs motivation to being an organized person who takes action. You know? An organized person doesn't wait for inspiration to put a dish away. They just do it because that's who they are. Action doesn't change our homes. It changed our identity. And an identity shift is the most permanent change there is. For years, we've been told the story that motivation is some mysterious spark we have to go out and find. But real, lasting momentum isn't a spark you find. It's a fire you build one tiny action at a time. The first domino action is just the kindling. So, watching another video will give you a feeling that fades. Taking one small action will give you proof. Proof that you're in control. Proof that you can create change. And proof that you're already the person you want to be. The power to change your space and your life isn't in a video. It's in your hands, right now. So I want you to do something. Close this video, look around and find your first domino and just do it. Start creating your own momentum, stop watching and start doing. If this idea of building your own momentum through these small, simple actions was helpful, a like or subscribe would be amazing so you don't miss what's next. And I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below what's the first domino action you are gonna take today. Thank you for watching and I see you in the next one.